More than 120 years ago, a group of Black singers stood right here, performing for an interracial audience in a state that had once allowed slavery. These faces, frozen in time from 1903, belong to the Yolo Singing Club, a group of African American performers whose voices once filled this same stage. Their story might have stayed hidden, if not for UC Davis graduate students like Sareena Crawford.
When we talk about this story, it's not that we discovered it, it's that we're illuminating it. People have been trying to tell this story. The elders have been trying to get it out for dozens of years.
Digging through county archives, property records, and family histories, Crawford and her classmates uncovered something powerful. A thriving Black community in 19th century Woodland, made up of people once enslaved who built new lives in California.
What really stands out is the fact of their resilience and their ability to create opportunities for themselves in a place that they were brought enslaved.
California entered the Union as a free state in 1850, but enslaved people were still brought here.
You can see the history all over the Opera House, but it's rare to think of a history where you see in the early 1900s a group of Black singers singing to an interracial audience and having, acclaim in the newspapers.
And in Yolo County, family-built homes and churches, and even a singing club that took the stage at the Opera House.
The photograph is what started this journey.
For Professor Cecilia Su, the journey began with a single photograph.
Their ancestors came enslaved, but they were able to live lives just like any of us.
The Yolo Singing Club performed here more than 120 years ago, filling this hall with music at a time when opportunity was anything but guaranteed.
When we think about African American history and the history of the Civil War and Reconstruction era, it tends to be a North-South history, but indeed, California was very much part of that history, and so illuminating this particular story of this family helps us to understand all of those different layers.
Now, the research is reaching beyond the exhibit. UC Davis students created classroom lessons and digital materials, teaching local elementary students about figures like Mary Windrow, an enslaved mother who found freedom and family here in Yolo County.
You can see them realizing, wow, this history that you're talking about, it took place in a place that we are familiar with and we know. And so it shows me the power of local history.
Black history isn't distant. It isn't abstract. It happened here. Now, more than a century later, the Yolo Singing Club story sings again, carried by a new generation determined to keep their legacy alive.
What this tells us is stories of real-life people, and it can be a part of how we can see how far we've grown, but also see how similar we still are to that past.
In Yolo County, Carolina Estrada, ABC 10.